Amy here. As you may or may not know, I am studying abroad in Japan. Now, there are countless reasons why people study abroad, and each person has their own reasons. Sometimes it's part of the curriculum and it's what you do your last year. Sometimes people have to take it upon themselves because it's something they just want to do. Now, I just wanted to take the time to make a video on my top 5 reasons why I think studying abroad is incredible. Number 1, it is a lifetime opportunity to study abroad while you're still in school. You have the resources you need at your fingertips, help when you need it, support from professors and other staff, and in my case, you have classes that help you prepare. Now, I've learned so much just by being outside the classroom. I love school, I enjoy my classes, but there is something really special about going into the world and learning from experience. Now, you can do this at home, and a lot of people do. But doing this in another country is like no other. By not being fluent in the language, which you can get by with just the basics, not knowing the trains, not knowing where the grocery stores are right away, it's like starting over at level 1, like a baby. You literally learn how to go about life starting fresh. It's almost like you read a manual about how life works, and then you go out into the world, and then you have to try to take what you learned in that manual and then apply it to real life. And it's quite amazing what you look back on and realize like how far you've come and just how much you've really learned. Number 2, it's better than a vacation. Now, if you wanted to travel to another country, you'd probably go for like a week or 2. Like, how much do you expect to actually see, learn, experience, absorb in that time? You'd be rushing through things, seeing a site in the morning, seeing a site in the evening. Like, sightseeing is exhausting. And when you're in another country for a whole semester, it gives you as much time as you want to see what you want, as many times as you want. You still may not get through everything on your list, but the memories you gain, they're priceless. You get way more out of it than a vacation. Number 3, you have the opportunity to find out who you are and what's really important to you. Well, in another country, it's very humbling. You may look at what's really important in life. The fact that you sleep on a mat on the floor for 3 months because you somehow rented an apartment for 3 girls that only has 1 bed may not seem that important after the first week because you really learn to appreciate what you do have. Number 4, you gain culture. Now, I'm not talking about knowing what wines pair well with what food. I mean real honest-to-goodness culture. You learn how other people live. You experience what people of other races, religions, wealth experience. Studying abroad opens your eyes to things you've never seen before. For example, I knew the Japanese had a very polite and accommodating society, but it is not until a woman changes out of her uniform working at the convenience store to take you to a place to exchange money on a Sunday morning when all banks are closed. Do you realize just how genuinely kind people really are? Also, when you're sitting in a Zen garden, created hundreds of years ago, that you saw in a textbook and you're now experiencing, it's like no other. And number 5, you meet people and make connections and can even get a job. Not only is it a great opportunity to make friends in another country, but you can meet people in a professional practice. This is a great way to make connections for a potential job after graduation. It can lead to internships. Studying abroad expands your employment opportunities. It is also really good on your resume. Chances are people will see that you have studied abroad and look really highly upon you, and the fact that you did that. Now, I'm not saying this will guarantee you placement, but what I can tell you is you'll be able to look that person conducting an interview in the eye and be confident in your abilities because you survived a foreign country already, and chances are you're more aware of your abilities, your strengths, your weaknesses, and you should really be proud of what you've accomplished and who you've met and what you've done. If studying abroad is an option for you, I would highly recommend it. And if not, chances are that there are ways to make it an option. If it's a financial issue, there are ways to get scholarships, grants, loans, any financial support. And I know it's hard, but even when you're away, you can live on a budget. And if this is truly something that you want to do, I wouldn't pass it up if I were you. I say, go get your dreams. And I truly do hope that the environment that you are in will have the support to make this happen. And until next time, have fun out there.